I'm an airline pilot. My name is Mike, and I'm an airline pilot. My job is exciting because I fly all over the world, but it's also hard work. Today I'm going to fly from London to New York, across the ocean. We will fly across the Atlantic Ocean. The flight will take 6 hours. 6 hours to go all that way? That's nothing. Let's look at the plane. I fly a jumbo jet, which is one of the biggest planes in the world. Look at that jumbo jet. It's got a tail, a cockpit, windows, doors, wheels, engine, and wings. It's got 188 windows and 18 wheels. Its wings are so big you can park 45 cars on them. Can you believe it? The pilot sits at the front in the cockpit. Then let's see here. Checking the plane. I get to the airport early because there are lots of jobs to do. First, I must check the outside of the plane. Look at the pilot checking the outside of the plane. That's Mike. This is called the walk around. I check the wheels to make sure that the tires are okay. Then I check the lights are working. I look under the plane and in the engine. Sometimes dead birds get stuck in there. It's very important everything is working properly. So I need to check. Preparing for takeoff. The pilot never flies alone. There are always 2 pilots on every flight. I'm the captain on the flight, and Don is the co-pilot. He will help me fly the plane. Before taking off, I check the in-flight computer and the controls. I make sure everything is working. Then I check the weather forecast. Is it sunny, rainy, stormy, or snowy? Don checks the map to see the route that we will take. Don always sits on the right and the pilot sits on the left. There are lots of planes waiting to take off. Air traffic control will tell us when it is our turn. When we have permission to take off, we start going down the runway. The plane speeds up, and after 25 seconds, it's going at 160 miles per hour. Then it leaves the ground. When it is up in the air, the wheels go up into the aeroplane. They tuck into the aeroplane. The flight to America. We are on our way, and the plane is flying at its cruising speed of 570 miles per hour. We're flying above the clouds. Look. The clouds are below the plane. The plane is above the clouds. The passengers are watching films and listening to music. Some of them are reading or sleeping. The flight attendants give each passenger a lovely meal. Look at that. Flight attendant that's giving a meal. Pilots are hard at work. Don and I are working hard. Don keeps talking to the air traffic control. He checks the weather and the fuel. I check what speed the plane is going and how high it is. Look at the flight meal. The flight attendants bring us food and drinks in the cockpit. We take it in turns to stop working so that we can have something to eat. There's the cockpit. Inside the cockpit with all the controls. Look at that. We are getting near to New York, so I asked the traffic control for permission to land. The weather is good, but there are lots of other planes trying to land. We fly around above the airport until it's our turn. The wheels come down as we get ready to land. We need our wheels to land. Welcome to New York. When the plane touches the ground, the runway, it's still going at 150 miles per hour. The plane has strong brakes to slow it down. At last, the plane stops and the passengers get off and disembark when we arrive in New York. It was a good flight and everyone is happy. Tomorrow, Dan and I will fly all the way back to London.